This is week 3 of the Stallions Lacrosse Speed Camp. So week 1, we did our baseline testing, 5-10-5, 10-yard, 20-yard sprint. Week 2, we worked on change of direction, a lot of technicals, a lot of technique. This day is probably my favorite day because we get to use a lot of toys and we really just get to layer on the different complexities of changing direction, acceleration, and of course, top end speed. Let's have practice after. We are gonna be going hard for this hour. All right, so let's dig in. 2-a-days mentally for you guys has to become the new norm. If you guys wanna compete in high school, if you guys wanna compete with your teammates and with the guys that you're gonna be going up against, that has to become the norm. All right, so let's get locked in for this hour. I just expect high effort, high focus, 60 minutes and we're done. One of the owners, his son, trains with us. He's very bought into what we do. He loves our methods, our philosophies. His son is obviously seeing some good results. Stallions organization, they have multiple teams, multiple age groups. So really he just threw the idea out there like, hey, would you want to come up and maybe help out our club? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. All right, awesome. So let's go 2 guys on each of these yellow cones, okay? 2 guys on each of these yellow cones. Get on the right side of your cone, please. We're gonna be going 10 yards only. We're gonna go floor sweeps, 10 yards, steps in between, floor sweeps down, and then we're gonna go knees to chest, coming back, okay? Just one time, go. Good, yep, legs straight, heel down, toe up. Get those fingertips to the grass. Fingertips to the grass. Hey, you're good. Yeah, just hop in a line. Thank you, bud. Number 1, obviously I'm a better coach now than I was a year ago. Number 2, obviously the numbers were way different, so we kept it smaller on purpose to make sure that we could make those tiny details. But yeah, I mean, it was definitely a different feel. And I'm honestly a different focus too. Like when you have multiple weeks at a time that you get to go through logical progressions, you get to try certain things and determine like what's working, what's not, what are they picking up quickly, what are they not picking up quickly. Whereas when you have just one day, it's like, all right, let's just keep them engaged for an hour. You know what I mean? All right, let's start with our usual stretches. So we're gonna go left knee down on the ground. Yeah, Colin, you could just follow me here. Right leg straight out to the side. Dig those cleats into the ground, hands out in front of you, and then we sit back. We feel that stretch through our right groin, hold for 3 seconds, and then come forward. 10 reps on your own, and then switch sides. Make sure that we're getting something out of each and every one of these stretches. Good, next let's go push-up position. So going into our world's greatest stretch, right side first. Right foot comes up to the right hand. We're gonna take that right hand, reach up towards the thigh, and that right elbow and forearm down to the ground. Yes, good, good. Right hand comes back down, and then we push and straighten that right leg. Yeah, for that hamstring stretch. Very good, very good, very good. Bring that right foot back. We switch. Let's go left foot out in front. Good, just pick that knee up in the back. Yes, good. Reach up on that left side. Good, left elbow, left forearm down to the ground. That's it, guys. Good, left hand down. Push and reach through that left leg, straighten it out. Very nice, that's 1 per side. We're gonna do 3, okay? 3 per side on your own. Go ahead. What we're doing with the Stallions is really focusing on providing value. So it's a 4-week camp with testing on the first and last week. And really what I want to do is just provide value. Make sure that not only are they learning proper things like mobility, warm up, etc., but also that they know how to apply it to their sport, which I think is kind of the biggest disconnect between what we do here and what actually happens when they go to compete. Good, guys, next, just a little forward jog acceleration, 10 yards, and then we back pedal coming back. Go. Good, 2 times, please, 2 times, please. Very good. All right, we're gonna go 15 yards on this next one, down and back. We're just going into our A skips. So remember, legs, knees, ankles 90 degrees, hands go from your back pocket to your cheek, nice and light on your feet, yards down and back, ready, go. Good, opposite arm, opposite leg, get that foot out in front of you, 15 yards, 15 yards. Yeah, Emilio, we had another 5 to go. You're good, you're good, you're good. Good, let's face
the small soccer fields to your left. Same rhythm, same technique with our skips. And now we're just side skipping, 10 yards this time. So when we're here, it's pushing off the left to come down and then to come back, pushing off the right. Stick that foot in the ground, generate some force, move your body through that step. 10 yards, go. Yep, push off that left foot. Push off that left foot. Yeah, Keenan, you got it. Good fix. Very nice, good.
I do want to say too, the buy-in is different. And the reason why that is because number one, their organization is travel organization, right? So these kids are committed essentially every weekend for 2 seasons a year, plus winter off-season training. Sometimes in a high school setting, it could just be a social environment that you're looking to be a part of, right? But for these kids, they have aspirations to play at the next level. They have aspirations to be better. And that's why I wanted to open up with that talk, because more often than not, what I'm seeing right now is if you bring up the idea of a 2-a-day to a high school kid now, they look at you like you're crazy. And the message I wanted to deliver to them essentially is, listen, you're gonna be successful from 12 to 16 if you're just relatively athletic, but the success after 16 years old is really reserved for people who go beyond just physical attributes. They have to be mentally, fortituous. They have to be able to overcome any sort of obstacles or, difficulties. They have to be able to be willing to compete for a spot. They have to be willing to subject themselves to potential failure. And that's the difference between someone who might be successful at a high school varsity level versus someone who's successful in college and beyond. It's literally just a mental switch. Oftentimes, the physical attributes are not necessarily all that different.
20 yards, that's correct, okay? So, make sure you keep that in mind when I give you these cues when we start to go into our technical work. We're gonna start with just a regular jog, 10 yards forward. You're gonna go around the cone and then jog back to the left side, okay? Here we go, 2 times, go. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Just start to open it up. Yep, good, open up that stride, get those arms swinging. So we step out, heel down, toe up. We bend and we swipe our fingertips to the grass, couple steps in between, okay? Down 10 yards, and then we're gonna jog back, go. Good, heel down, toe up, keep that leg straight. Don't rush through it, sit in that stretch. Yeah, and then just a little jog back. We're gonna work a little bit on our opening stride, acceleration and deceleration. What about our technique? What are we focusing on? Big strides or little strides? Good, and then tall posture or forward posture. You got it. So 2 things that we're focusing on with acceleration are forward posture, nose out over your feet, and then big strides, okay? So on that acceleration, I want you to try to get to that orange cone in 4 steps or less, okay? 4 steps or less. So you're gonna open, stop, back pedal, and then right here. Okay? You're gonna go on my go. So when you get back to that line, it's here, waiting, ready for the next one. Go! Open, 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 good. Yeah, you don't have to go around the cone, just straight back. Okay, just straight back. Yep, stay set, go! Good, one more, stay set, go! Good, and rest.
It's the it factor, right? No one can put their finger on it. No one can describe it. They just have it or they don't. I wanted to tell everybody that the it factor is not something that you're born with. It's not this elusive hereditary trait that is exclusive for a small percentage of individuals in the world. It's built. It's built through character building. It's built through exposure to failure. It's built through losing and learning how to lose. It's a mentality that is so much less common now than before. Just being exposed to different athletes when I was a kid, because I didn't just play soccer, I played baseball, I played hockey, compared to like the kids that I coach now, it's just so different.
We're gonna be hitting our crossover step to stick, okay? Crossover step to stick. going 10 yards. So as we cross over, what leg is crossing in front? Left. And then when we go to the stick on that yellow cone, where is our body weight? Right or left? Left, very good. So just a reminder, cover ground, stick that position until I say good. Good, nice job. Ready, go. Nice, well done, good, good. Go. Nice, Ben, stick. Yes, good, good, good. So now, keeping that crossover 10 yards down, we 5-yard side shuffle back, and then we turn and go to the end, okay? So we're going 2 reps each direction. So it's crossover, stick left, side shuffle, stick right. We accelerate through 15 yards. Ready, go. Yes. Good, well done. Good job, you 3. Ready, go. Good, stay low, yep, stay low, stay right, and go, and go. Good job, Ben. Good job, nice job. So what I love to see when guys take off on that acceleration, their head immediately goes down and we open up our strides, okay? So once you get back here, that's exactly what I want you to think about. Very good. All right, here we go. 2 facing this way, warm-up's done. Ready, go. Yes, stay left and go. Yes, well done, way to drop those chins, good job. Yep, stick and go, nice. Stick, side, stick and go. Well done. Go. Good, stay right, yep. Stay left and go. Nice, way to open, way to open. Cross, stick. Side, stick, go. Well done, really nice, really nice.
Obviously, we're always going to start with some type of mobility followed by a dynamic movement warm-up. The high school kids came from a practice, so they were already pretty warmed up. I just wanted to make sure that after sitting for 5-10 minutes that they're in a good place to be able to move again. From there, we really started with our sway stop progressions. After the dynamic movements, the forward and the backwards, the skipping series, like things that are now part of our usual warm-up, we went into the sway stop progression. So that was the crossover to stick. After that, we did a crossover to a lateral shuffle, and then a turn and acceleration. So really what I was focusing on with that is making sure that their angles were appropriate. So we want shin, hip, and shoulder in a straight line on the turn, and we want to make sure that their momentum is not outside of their base of support. So oftentimes you would hear me say, stick that left side or stick that right side. That means that when they were going to change direction, that they stayed on their lead side so that they could get a proper push out of that position.
Logan Cook, why don't you go right behind Colin? Why don't you go right behind Logan? The crossover step, we're gonna go 10 yards with the crossover step. What are we focusing on with the crossover step? Can anyone tell me? Covering what? Covering ground. Yes, so that means getting distance covered and as few steps as possible, okay? So going 10 yards, so that means what cone are we going to? Yes, that first green one. So facing that way, it's that left foot, cross, and then we stick it, right? When we stick, what side are we leaning on? Our left, that's correct. So Colin, we're gonna be building in a change of direction here. So I don't wanna let my momentum take me to the right. I wanna stay on my left, okay? So with the crossover, it's cross, stay left. See how all my weight is here? You guys are gonna stick that position until I say good. Remember 10 yards, go. Good, so stay right there. Here, feel the difference? Yeah, okay. Go. Good. Same thing, facing that direction. Ready, go. Cross, yes, better, nice, better. Good job, you two, good. Cover ground, go. Yes. Nice job, good. Ready, go. Yeah, open. Good. One more facing this way. Go. Nice, good job you two. Best one yet, best one yet.
Remember the 30% rule. I always come back to the 30% rule. One of my athletes tells me that they're not feeling it today. 30% of the time you're gonna feel amazing, 30% of the time you're gonna feel and so-so, and 30% of the time you're gonna feel like trash. No matter where you fall in those percentages, on any given day, you still have to give your 100%. And your 100% on a trash day is obviously gonna be different than your 100% on a feel-good day, but regardless, you have to get it in anyway, right? And that's what it comes down to.
So we're gonna stick with the crossover, 10 yards, okay? So we're gonna go cross, 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 side shuffle 5, and then all the way to the end. Crossover first, side shuffle 5, turn and go to finish. Ready, go. Yeah, side shuffle, go, go, go. Open, 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 all the way. Nice job, good, next 2. Ready, go. Cross, 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 stick, side shuffle, side shuffle, side shuffle, go, turn and go. Nice. Big strides, right? Big strides. So your head should still be down by the time you get to that orange cone. You guys are getting upright way too early, okay? So stay forward, stay low, open up that stride. I don't want you up until you get past that orange cone. Yeah? All right, one more facing that way. Ready, go. Yes, cross, 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 stick left. Side shuffle, side shuffle, side shuffle, stick right. Go, 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 go. Ready, go. Cross, 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 stick left, yep. Right, right, right. Good, go, turn and go.
After that, we did the sled drill and the bounding drill. So I split them up into 2 groups. One group did a crossover sled drag into a turn and sprint. So you're having the resistance from the sled with the crossover drag, just working on that lateral push, and then focusing on that quick hip turn into an acceleration. With the acceleration, I asked them multiple times during that session, what are the 2 things that we're focusing on for the acceleration? That's their posture, so chin and nose out in front of their feet, and then opening up their strides initially. For the bounds, we just did a series of single leg bounds, so working on horizontal force output, and then that will also translate and carry over to bigger strides.
Our lag arm is gonna be behind, okay? So here, it's just cross, 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 and then, okay, 10 yards, let go, and just let it rip. Left side only, going down that 20 yards. Right side only, coming back. Now, what we're focusing on is covering distance with each of our steps. Okay, so left side only, big steps, big bounds. Your job is to get to the end in as few steps as possible, okay? Now, you guys are gonna be counting. How many does it take me to get down to the end on my left? How many does it take for me to get down to my right? I guarantee you it's gonna be different. I guarantee you it's gonna be different, okay? Yeah, cross, cross, cross. Turn and go. Yeah, good. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Last set facing this way, right? Yeah. To the sled. The sled to the cone, baby. Nice, Adam. Yes, good. Good acceleration. Yep, so square towards me, square towards me. Yep, that's it, that's it, that's it. Yep, good. Yep, stay square, big, open, go, go, go. Nice. Great strides, really good strides.
The only difference was the shadowing drill. That's important to bring up actually because you have to remember the age difference, right? And oftentimes a lot of coaches, they want to approach the 11 and 12-year-old the same way that they approach the 15 and 16-year-old, and you just can't do it. Even when you think about like the pre-session talk. The pre-session talk was way different for both because with the younger kids, you have to keep them engaged, right? You can't just hammer them with drill after drill after drill and expect them to be fully focused for the whole time. It's not practical. So I incorporated that mirroring drill for the younger kids so that they have a little bit of a reactive stimulus, but also when you build in some competition, that keeps them engaged. And that was kind of like our midway, recharge, get their competitive juices flowing before we go back to the drills.
So next thing, everybody's gonna be facing upfield this way. You guys are essentially going to be mirroring the person that's across from you. So RJ, let's say that you are the first leader, okay? That means you dictate which of the 4 cones around you go to. Your job is to shadow him and don't let him get too much distance away. So the goal is not to let him get more than 2 cones away, okay? So RJ, if you are leading, let's say you go to that cone first. Go to that cone, what are you doing? Yep, you're mirroring him, good. And then RJ, where do you want to go next? Yep, sure, so then you go there, right? Your job is to create distance, so you want to get him behind you by 2 cones, okay? Think we can do that? All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Yep, follow him. Nice, Logan. Good, last 5. Come on, RJ, get some distance, get some distance. 3, 2, 1, and time, good job. 3, 2, 1, go. Yep, stick with him as best as you can, good job, good job. Yep, last couple seconds. Nice, 3, 2, 1, and time, good job. Good job, Colin, way to stick with it. Yep, catch up, catch up, catch up. Yep, you're there, you're there. Last 5. He's just going in a circle. 3, 2, 1. Throw him a fake, throw him something. A spin move, anything. Ready, set, go. Yeah, Colin. Yep, you got him. Create some distance. Yeah, Logan, catch up, Logan. Good, fake him out, throw him a fake. Throw him a fake, throw him off, do something. Yeah, there you go, and time, good job. Well done. Good, rest, 30 seconds here, rest. 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Yeah. That's it, that's it. 3, 2, 1, and time, good job. So you guys are gonna be facing me here, okay? The cone that you're on right now, that is your home base. So you guys right at your cone, you're just gonna be hitting that fast feet until I give you direction. Now, so let's say you're going fast feet and I point to your left, it's gonna be a quick, just hip turn and then back. Okay? Does that make sense? If I point to your right, then the hip turn is gonna be to the right. And go, fast feet. Faster, faster. Good. Yes. Good, done. Good, faster, faster, come on. Good, guys. Couple more. Yep. Good, done. Exaggerate it. Get those feet forward and backward. There you go. There you go, you two. Keep going. Yup, last 2. Good. Good, done. Good, switch back. Now we're gonna be building off of it, adding just 1 layer. When you switch the hips, we're now gonna make a diagonal crossover run to that cone that's behind you, okay? So if I'm here, and if I point to your left, it's gonna be here, cross, and then right back. Yeah, better. You gotta keep digging, let's go, let's go. Good. One, hit it, and get back to it. Good, and rest, nice job. Yep. Good, get back to the spot. Good, fast feet, fast feet, fast feet. Keep digging. Yup. Here we go, last one. Come on, last one, fast feet, fast feet. Come on, hit it, fast, get back to the spot. Good, and rest. Nice job. So we're gonna add one more layer. The hip turn and the crossover step, all of that stays the same. A clap is a back pedal, and then back to your home base. 2 claps, that's gonna signal the end of your set. That's gonna be just a strict acceleration forward through that 5-yard mark, okay? Good, yeah, back pedal, get back to the spot. Yeah, crossover. Let's go, last couple, come on. Good, back, get back to it, get back to it. Oh, we're waking up still. Nice job, you two. Good, fast feet, yup. Hip turn, there was no hip turn. Where's the hip turn? Hip turn. Yes, there you go. That's it. Come on, keep going, we gotta dig, let's go. Yup, get back to it. All the way through. Yes, good job. Good, rest, take a break.
More mass means that you have to produce more force, and that's more fatigue, right? And then we finished with the reactive drill. So we took our crossover drill and we essentially turned it into a reactive drill. So trying to make it more applicable to sport, make sure that their eyes were always on me, like their eyes should always be on the ball or on their opponent. So I had them do some fast feet, working on initiating that movement through a quick hip turn. That quick hip turn is really going to set up their posture and set up their positioning to be able to move in the direction that they want to go. So from there, we just add some layers. We added the crossover diagonal backwards, we added the back pedal and then the forward sprint, and then just giving them it in a reaction-based manner makes them have to work a little bit harder up here to make sure that they're paying attention to the cues.
Second layer is just going to be a diagonal crossover step backwards. If you're here, and if I point to your left, it's gonna be hip turn first, diagonal crossover, and then get back to your spot, okay? So you're going diagonal, diagonal. Yep, good, get back to the spot, fast feet. Make sure you're still getting that hip turn, yep, that initiates. Good. I'm gonna say this again. Focus on the technicals, not the end result. What is the end result? Someone beating you to the spot, right? That's the end result. You win or you lose. This is a competition whether we see it like that or not. The result doesn't matter. If we execute a fast hip turn, you are going to be a half a step in front of the guy, right? So if we focus on the technicals, the result will come. Let's go, go. Yes. Good, much better. It's a crossover back, it's a sprint to your home base. Good, fast, good. Yep, get there, and then get back. Good, done. These 2 drills are gonna focus on, guys. These 2 drills, and then we're done for the day, is we talked about on that acceleration, that opening stride, right? Getting those big strides. That's exactly what these next 2 drills are gonna focus on. You're gonna go left foot only down, right foot only coming back. So you're focusing on your force output and your power. The more power you can put through your legs, the faster you're gonna be able to go, all right? So it's gonna be left side only, getting down as few steps as possible. So if I want to go left, I'm staying on my left leg. I'm gonna be crossover dragging the sled for the first 10, and I take off. Yeah, crossover all the way through, turn and go. Yes, well done. Yes, that's it, big. Good. Can you count for me this time? Yeah, okay. You tired? You having fun? Let's see, big crossover, yep, cover, 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 head down and go. Yeah. So, yep, lean left. Right, yep, we're gonna let that stay nice and straight, get on that left side, and then it's the right leg crossover, okay? Yep, cross, cross, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Turn and go, turn and go, turn. Yes, sir. Good job. Is that heavy? Is that hard? No? Yep, get nice and long, good. Whenever you're ready, bud. Yep, big steps, big steps, big steps. Cover ground, that's it. Power, 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 and go, and go. What'd you guys think? How'd you like today? Hard? Good, it should be. It should be. The biggest thing that I want you guys to take away from today is we have to be comfortable moving in all directions, okay? Like I said before, it may not matter right now. Right now, the other team's coaches and players, they may not be looking for that. But I promise you, at the next level, they're gonna pick it up in 5 seconds or less, and then it's game over, okay? Be accountable to yourselves, identify these weaknesses, come ready to perform every day, whether it's at practice, whether it's with me, whether it's on your own. Every single day it counts. Next week is our last week already. It went by really fast. So we have our testing. So for those of you that started on week 1, we took those baseline tests. We're gonna redo those same tests next week, and we're gonna see how much better you got. Questions? All right, go have a good practice. I'll see you next week. Good job, see you next week, hopefully.
You know, a lot of people forget when you do single leg plyometrics, that's your body weight times anywhere from 8 to 12, right? So no wonder why they were dogging. It's hard work.
Everything up until this point stays the same. 1 clap is a back pedal, a straight back pedal back to that cone directly behind you, and you get back to the spot. 2 claps is a forward acceleration through, that signals the end of your set. Yep, hip turn, get back to the spot. Adam wants to be done. Adam wants to be done. Yes, there you go. There you go. Come on, finish it, finish it. Very nice, good job, you too. Good, stay left. Yes, good job, well done. Good, get back to the spot. Yep, 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 that's fine. Get back, get back. Good, nice job.
Yeah, and then that was really it. We wrapped up with just talking about how does this all translate and what does this all mean? We're talking about it in context of lacrosse, but it's much bigger than that, you know? And for me, it's so important for them to understand that. I love the idea of being a consistent person every room you step into. So whether it's on the lacrosse field, whether it's in the classroom, whether it's at home with family or out with friends, you gotta be consistent. You have to be the same person in every room. And I loved their work rate. Their work rate was amazing. Every single week they just bump it up a notch, bump it up a notch. I can see them struggling. I can see them pushing through, you know, those difficulties. And I was proud of them for that. And I wanted to make sure that they knew that. And my main message at the end was, don't just be that person here. Because as athletes, it's so easy to put in the work in our respective sports. It's way more difficult to translate that effort into areas in our life that we don't necessarily enjoy. I never enjoyed being in the classroom. I never knew how to put work into my relationships. And I think if I had someone tell me early on, if you put that same effort on the field or in the weight room as you would put in everything else in your life, things will massively change.